Another public service announcement from Dipshit FM. I've received wind about a YouTube comment regarding an element with legends I haven't seen before a few weeks back. Can anyone manage to confirm or deny this at all? If not, I might do a run of the game on stream to see if I can get it to show. If my Burnout 3 rant didn't piss you off, well, oh boy. Sorry, legends. I like you, but no bars held. If I see one more Burnout Legends phone screenshot of PPSSPP with buttons the size of my fucking car, I swear I'm gonna start gluing giant X buttons to the shirt of everyone in sight and drop kick them like a goddamn football. Legends in itself is quite the predicament. It takes everything that Burnout 3 had done wrong and amplifies it to an extreme, which in turn almost entirely shits all over the neat concept that the game had to begin with. Anything with Burnout 3 that had done right, Legends managed to toss it on its ass. The UI design is probably one of the game's biggest eyesores, but I can't seem to pinpoint what exactly I hate about it. I just look at it and it screams obnoxious. Its simplicity is reminiscent of that of Revenge, and it honestly baffles me they didn't bring in more Revenge content besides an edited taxi model and half a soundtrack that sounds like they recorded it with a camera drowning in the YMCA indoor pool. The shortening of crashes was a good idea on paper, but I have less time spent watching your car play midway pinball in the daylight of Chicago, but it's actually harmful to the gameplay itself, believe it or not. The short timer has a high tendency to cut me off just before getting after-touch takedowns, and apparently the timer is so broken sometimes, crashing right after respawning can just leave you permanently totaled. I've probably bitched about a million times about it, but retail Burnout 3's crash cameras that Legends reuses are horrible for trying to get after-touch takedowns as well, as 9 times out of 10 you have almost zero opportunity of seeing what's behind you. It's even more insulting cameras combating this, and both Burnout 3 and Legends were favored for a weird attempt at being cinematic. I know I give Burnout 3 a lot of shit about being easy as fuck, but holy hell, if Burnout 3 is a cakewalk, then Legends is a conveyor belt on crack. Traffic is quite literally almost non-existent besides downtown. The AR is slower than slugs superglued to a 50-pound weight. You see them once and literally never again, not even like in the rest of the games where they hang like 6 feet back so they can point and laugh zipping by when you eat shit. Road Rage is pathetically set up with AI spawning in a nice single file line for you to shunt one by one into the wall for piss easy takedowns. The combat is no better than Burnout 3 itself. The only prop sale I actually give to Legends regarding difficulty was the removal of Crash Mode multipliers, which I couldn't thank them enough for. Crash Mode is a great difficulty, however it's bullshit that they didn't use the new tracks for new junctions or try to bring in ones from Burnout 2 itself. It's just the same old piss poor Burnout 3 copy-paste spam of the same junctions with slightly different placement of pickups and ramps. Pursuit Mode was a nice addition I guess, although it's a bit too easy. One well-timed after-touch takedown or merely grinding against them can make the chase come to a rapid closure. The car models themselves along with their horrific smoothing combined is an insult to the series as a whole, not to mention their bastardization of the LODs themselves between Burnout 3, 2, and into Legends. The models clearly had nearly no effort put into them upon closer inspection. Besides looking like they were run over by a school bus and pulled back into shape, you can see there was no effort in trying to touch them up or even in the slightest clean the LODs themselves up a bit since they too had problems. I will say, I like the new skins done up for some of the collectors. It seems they had a lot more creativity than Burnout 3's liveries, although I'd just like to ask, what the fuck was with the Barbie truck and the American Mercedes CLK DTM? Why? They obviously didn't have many ideas for cars as both the compact and superclass Legends sport very unfitting classical cars, both of which have race special versions that race with muscle as they should. The J-Muscle is a nice vehicle, custom muscle livery aside, though it has horrible gearing that renders it nearly useless, topping at about 135 without boost, lower than every other car in the class. Without boost, it's worthless as fuck. Track models themselves are fine besides your typical oversight here and there, though the textures look like they were deep fried with the Discord bot. They're pretty low quality compared to the other titles the system managed, including Burnout Dominator. Sound design couldn't be worse in a Burnout game, honestly. Vehicles sound like they struggle to accelerate, and the quality of sounds, especially collision, are so weak that crashes sound more like a shopping cart tossed down an escalator. The soundtrack quality is horrible, but it's something I could let go, though I question why it had such a short lineup, as even Dominator had a full list of over 40 songs. Legends could have been very well the most definitive title of the series, but it wasted so much potential. I wish there was more I could do to save it, but tools are extremely limited, and so is my modding ability. Once more tools are released, I'll likely make another step towards another update to Legends Fix, hopefully soon, but no guarantees. If I manage to record some more content to upload that isn't screaming like a drunken ape about stupid-ass details in some shitty 2005 racing game, I will, but fuck knows when that will be. I upload shit posts I make, but I don't make them public because I know you people will expect, actual content. I might do some Twitch streaming one weekend. If you have any suggestions, do let me know. If you made it this far in, what the hell are you still doing here? Don't you people have useful things to be doing with yourselves? I got more scripts to shit out. Peace.